I haven't taught in a while, so I don't know if I can do it today. So 7.5, you'll notice that I'm doing 7.5 first because I don't like the way the book is organized. So we've done 7.1 through 7.3. Going to do 7.5 today and then 7.4 tomorrow, okay? So given that you've got that question there, the implication is that this is a review. So can someone answer this question for me? Sorry? Can someone answer this question? What is a matrix? Sorry? Okay, so something like 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that? That's the key word, in an organized way. Okay? Not only that, what else should you have in a matrix? Nice, good job. Brackets. So, this is a matrix. Okay? So is this. That's also a matrix. So matrix is not just necessarily made up of an organized set of numbers. Okay? Does anybody know what these things are called? Does anybody know what these things are called? What's the math term for that? What's the math term for that?
Variable.
Well, 2x is not a variable. X squared is not a variable. X is a variable, but x squared is not as such. Sorry? Starts with an E. Melissa. Okay, because you're reading the book. Yeah, I prefer that these be called. Sorry? Expressions. Okay? So matrix is an organized set of expressions. Most often you will see numbers, okay? Most often you'll see this. Okay? So the bottom line is that matrices are organized thingies, okay? So since they are organized in what are called rows and columns, okay, so these are your rows, okay, and these are your columns. So columns are kind of vertical, right? Just think about the Parthenon, is that what you call it? Right? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? In Athens, what's that monument called? Isn't that the Parthenon? Yeah, it's got columns, okay, sticking up, vertical. So matrices are organized in rows and columns, and any element in a matrix A is denoted like A sub I sub j. That's the way you read A sub I comma j. Okay. What that means is it's the element in the ith row and the jth column. Okay, so the first letter here indicates row number, and the second one indicates column number. Okay. So for example, in this matrix A here, okay, this matrix A here, the element A21 is in the second row. So it's in the second row, first column, which means it's this element here. Okay. So each of the entities in a matrix is called an element of a matrix. Okay, called an element of a matrix. All right. Okay. Okay, so then there's another technical term called the order of a matrix. Okay, and its definition is right there, as you can see. Okay, so the order of a matrix is the number of rows by the number of columns in the matrix. And there's an example there that tells you that that's a 3 by 3 matrix, and another example that tells you that B is a 2 by 1 matrix because it's got 2 rows and 1 column. 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, is everybody all right there? Okay, can I move on? Oh, then there's another one here. C is a 1 by 4 matrix. Okay, it's got 1 row and 4 columns. Not so awesome. What are you checking? For what? Why would you want to do that? For what? For this class? Oh. Is everybody on iPad? All right, everybody got C on this? Yeah, you understand the term order? Questions on that? Okay. So we're going to be doing arithmetic with matrices. So one of the most important signs in arithmetic is the equal sign. So we need to talk about, oh, come on, man. Jeez. I guess I really should get that mouse. I'll do it today. One of the most important symbols in arithmetic is the equal sign. Okay, it's the equal sign. So two matrices are equal only if they have the same order. So in other words, you can talk about a 2 by 2 matrix being equal to another 2 by 2 matrix. It can never ever be equal to a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay? So for two matrices to be equal, they have to have the same order. Okay? And in addition, the corresponding elements have to be equal as well. Okay? So if I say that A is equal to B, then this guy is going to be equal to that. Okay? This guy is going to be equal to that. This guy is going to be equal to that. And this guy is going to be equal to that. Okay? Which means that B is also going to be a 2 by 2 matrix, and it's going to be 1 minus 2 minus 5, 7. Okay? All right? So here's the definition for two matrices to be equal. Okay? Two matrices to be equal. All right? Move on. Yes? Do you have AP stats today? Is that why you're looking sleepless?